Queen's Voice, how are you today? Peter Kefalas here with you. So, what I wanted to touch on real quick is we've been unfortunately hearing and seeing a lot of aviation accidents, some fatal, like the military helicopter. It was a Black Hawk that had crashed into the airliner recently in the Washington, D.C. area. There's been a few small airplanes, little private airplane incidences, couple wings clipping, plane that flipped over. There was a Delta plane recently. There was one at LaGuardia recently where the wing had scraped the runway when they landed. So was talking with some of my team today and talking with some friends, since this happened. It just seems like it's not a coincidence. All of a sudden, Trump comes back for a second term and we're having all these FAA aviation incidents. It just seems that it's very odd. It's almost like it's being done deliberately. Now, Trump did speak about the DEI and how the FAA was just hiring people based on race or gender or whatever it is, this equity inclusion, not hiring the best, most capable people for the job. That could have a lot to do with it. We don't know right now. But I just find it strange that an abnormal amount of accidents, whether fatalities or not, or near misses or minor accidents have been happening since Trump took office. It seems that something is going on. I don't know. I'm just speculating, but it just seems very odd. Somebody I was talking to brought up those drones that were recently flying around New Jersey and New York. Maybe it's another foreign enemy, an adversary doing something. Who knows? We see that how the drones have advanced considerably, especially in the theater of combat. Look what the Ukrainians and the Russians and whatnot are using them for. So anyway, I just wanted to bring that up. It just seems a little bit odd because in this country, with the amount of flights that we have, the amount of airplanes, helicopters, big and small, the amount of activity that we have, this is a very safe country for aviation. And like they've been telling me since I'm a little kid, you have a much higher chance of being killed in a car accident or having a car accident for that matter than having an airplane accident, which I believe is true. So just something to think about. Is it just a string of bad luck and incompetence, or is there more to it with these recent FAA aviation type accidents and unfortunately some fatal? So we know for decades upon decades, the federal government has not been able to completely, fully, adequately staff air traffic controllers. It takes about 4 years to get that man or that woman fully trained up to deploy them to, be capable, I guess, running autonomously and knowing their job. So we obviously have to not hire people based on, sex or religion or, ethnicity. We got to hire the best people that can do this. Give an example. For example, in Brazil, all of the air traffic control in civilian airports as well are done by the military. Maybe our military could help out help out with the training until we can bring up enough civilians in the FAA that would suffice to keep this, fully staffed and safe. Just talking out loud, maybe, maybe not. Anyway, let me know what your thoughts are. What do you think the cause of all of these accidents and near misses are? Do you think it's something nefarious? Do you think it's just things happen? Or do you think we don't have the right people in those positions, or we don't have enough people in those positions? Let me know. Thanks for tuning in. Peter Kefalas with you with Queen's Voice. Take care.